If you want to know everything about living in the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area, both the good and the bad, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know about the real estate market in Toronto. My name is Marco Sobrevinas, broker of GTA Home Living, powered by Real Estate Homeward. My team and I get calls, texts, and emails all the time from people just like you looking to move to, from, or within Toronto, either moving up or downsizing. I help people by providing knowledge and education about the true state of the Greater Toronto real estate market. I'm committing to doing this with no hype, no agenda, and no BS. I'm not here to stir up hysteria and panic, nor will I sugarcoat facts just in order to increase viewership. I do not depend upon social media for income. All of my videos are created to help educate people who are genuinely interested in what's truly going on in the GTA. I'll display real raw data of sales figures and will never manipulate the facts. That's my commitment to you. We truly love helping people, and whether you're moving in 9 or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and we'd be happy to help you buy and or sell anywhere in the GTA. Let's get into this week's video. State of condos in the GTA for October 2025. We're going to look at market value or sold price, then sales volume or number of sold listings, and finally the amount of active listings or how many condos are currently for sale. And a quick clarification of the geographic area I'm referring to when I say the GTA or Greater Toronto Area. It's the city of Toronto and regions of Durham, York, Peel, and Halton, as you can see outlined on this map. And when I refer to condos, I mean the following categories of residential real estate: condo apartments, condo townhouses, co-ops, co-ownerships, and detached condos. The latter three types are relatively rare in the GTA, but there are a few. Also, I'm filming this at the beginning of the second week of October, so the sales volume numbers you're going to see are almost complete for September, but there's usually a few more sales yet to be accounted for. It won't affect the big picture that we're discussing that much, however. You will indeed see a small improvement from the August numbers, but that tends to happen once we enter autumn. So I wouldn't interpret this as any sort of dramatic turnaround or event. Let's keep all of this in perspective. Starting with sales volume. As usual, there's a small increase from August to September. Condo sales went up plus 3.3% from 1,735 sold units in August to 1,792 sold units in September. No surprise there. A slightly more significant metric is the year-over-year comparison. We're up plus 2.8% compared to last September. The only other month this year when we had bigger year-over-year sales volume was July. All other months were lower, sometimes down in the double digits percentage, negative percentage. Market value. Average price is up slightly from August by 1.1%, from $674,117 in August to $681,587 for September. Year over year, it's below this year by negative 4.1%. Last year, the average sold price or market value was $710,979. So far, the market value of condos has been lower in single-digit percentage compared to 2024, except in January 2025, when it was slightly higher at plus 1.5%. If you prefer median numbers for market value, here they are for September. $610,000 median sold price. That's at plus 1.7% month over month, negative 4.7% year over year. Percentages, as you can see, aren't drastically different from the median. To me, the biggest factor that's keeping market value or sold price relatively low is the number of listings out there, especially when compared to the number of buyers. Yes, as we saw earlier, sales volume is up 3.3% month over month and 2.8% year over year. Look at the number of available condo listings, however. The overall chart starting 2 years ago tells the story visually. The amount of condos for sale is way up. By May 2025, we were at an all-time high of nearly 13,000 available condo listings throughout the GTA. While thankfully that number in September is down to 11,462 condo listings, that's still far more than what we've usually seen in the past. As you can see here, prior to 2023, we were averaging considerably less, spiking no higher than around 8,000 listings in a month to as low as sub 2,000 listings in a month. More than interest rate or economic trade war, it just comes down to this. In order for condo market value or price to go up, the number of listings needs to continue to come down. It is coming down. And the number of buyers needs to continue increasing, which it slowly is. As always, the numbers I presented are true raw data. These monthly figures are average or median numbers for thousands of sales over the entire GTA. It gives an accurate big picture view. If you want to determine an accurate market value of your own individual property, be sure to contact me to assess that. There are dozens of factors in a property that will adjust your market value up or down. So make sure you consult me if you're assessing a single property. For buyers, needless to say, now is a good time to buy. Prices have gone back in time over 4 years to March 2021. There's a lot of listings to choose from. And yes, it's getting a little busier with other buyers coming back to the market, but not compared to our current listing inventory. Will prices drop lower? I can't accurately predict that. We do have two factors that might happen: another interest rate drop before the end of the year, and perhaps the foreign buyer sales ban getting canceled this spring. Those might increase prices, but as I've said before, it really is the inventory to sales ratio that is primarily keeping the prices relatively low. For sellers, if you bought more than half a decade ago, you're still doing well when it comes to market value. If possible, try to list without a tenant present, or if you live there, move out during the showings. Present the unit very clean and work with an agent who will cover or pay for the staging for you. If you present the condo really well, it goes a long way to getting a sale. See you next week.